Welcome everyone, it's MyTyme here, another episode of WWE Supercard, and the first PCC, which has a Survivor reward, has now finished. It was only 3 days long this time. Now, I think that this might become a permanent fixture, maybe for all their events, including Ring Domination and Road to Glory, maybe not. But with the Team PCC also being released, which we'll come to in a moment, they might actually try and give us a little break between the events as opposed to going from one straight into the other. But I'm not too sure how long the Team PCC is going to run for. We'll come to that in a moment. Anyway, the rewards even here. Click on view. Now Roman Reigns won. It became quite evident, I think, after the first day he was probably going to win. Now I ended up finishing 4,000, just over 4,100, just under 4,200th, and that got me a Stardust, I think it was. Now, I was trying to get into the top 3,500 to get the Survivor card, and I would have got it, except for I went to sleep after work, set my alarm to get up on the Sunday, and when I woke up, I was so tired, I kind of went back to sleep for about 4 hours or so, and that basically ended my chances. So I'm not too worried. I'm just gutted that I had got some credits to buy titles with, and that was basically a complete waste in the end. So we are where we are, but that event's finished, and now we have the team event here ready to go. So what is the team event? It's going to start, I think, about 8 PM UK time, so I'm not too sure, depending where you are will depend on the time, but that, I'm going to guess, if it's starting late here, and if they are going to run another, say, solo event on Thursday, which they will, then I'm going to guess this may only run for 2 days, so it'll probably run for 48 hours, I guess. They may do it less. I'm going to guess 48 hours, but it could be 36, We'll have to see. But let's click on it anyway and see what happens. So, this will be the screen you come across. It shows your team rank at the moment, so we're in Legendary, this team, and also you can see a few options now: vote results, rewards, and how to play. So I'm going to start from the bottom, a bit like Drake. Never mind if you don't get the reference. So how to play. It plays out like a normal PCC. You pick the character you wished, or the person you wished your team to play for. You earn points by winning a match. You get +1 to the Diva as well. So you earn points for your team, depending whether you play a game 1, a game 5, or a game 5 match. A game 1, game 3, or game 5 even. And you also earn 1 point for your superstar if they win. So it's coming down here, it says that points your teammates earn will move you up the rankings. There'll be a ranking check button as well, and then there's leaderboard prizes for the teams. You still get your title matches as you would normally, and it tells you the one with the most points at the end will be the winner, and that will determine the rewards people get. Okay, so it plays exactly the same as the event we just ran, except for there are teams. So once again, and this is an important thing, if it plays exactly the same as the PCC we just ran, it means that you don't have to have the best cards in the game to get the best the best rewards. It means you have to be able to dedicate the most time and also play the most games, and probably be able to do the harder games. So if you're just sitting there doing +1 games, you obviously have no chance compared to somebody who's able to do +5 games, or vice versa. If you're there playing +3 and somebody's using title matches doing +6, then they're probably going to get more points than you. But we'll have to see how it starts. The whole idea of being given random cards and that might have a bigger impact than I'm giving it credit for, but it does look like it's going to be more of the more effort you put in, the more time you put in, the better you do, as opposed to just putting all your best cards in. If we click on rewards, for the team who wins, okay, the only team who wins, one important thing, they did say to begin with, Cat Daddy and 2K, that the rewards for Team PCC aren't going to be special, not like the solo rewards, like you get an event card, so special event Survivor Roman Reigns, These are going to be the regular Survivor rewards, so they will be probable with the ones you just get out of the packs or you get for entering the tier. So you've got the Dudleys versus Xavier and Kofi Kingston as one team. Top team. Second, we'll get either Devon or Xavier along with a legendary Brock or Ultimate Warrior. As we move down, rank 4th to 50th in overall teams, okay, we'll get the solo Survivor card. Once you hit 51 to 120, it is Brock or Warrior along with an epic Stone Cold and Rawlings. And then as we drop down, you go just the legendary cards. Further 226 to 550, it's the epic and the ultra rare, then the epic on its own, and it will keep dropping down. I'm not going to mention these rewards too much because I'm going to imagine the majority of teams are going to be going for the higher rewards. So most people will probably aim to get at least an epic card, and then obviously anything above that might be a bonus unless you're one of the top teams. So that's what you're going to be playing for. Now this button here, vote results, will change when the event's underway, but at the moment it shows you which person your team members so far have voted for. So currently we're 4-1 on Xavier Woods. If you have a situation where it's a tie, so say for example you do have all 10 players and you both pick 5 of you pick Devon, 5 pick Xavier, then apparently it does a random choice as to who you get. So, you know, maybe they should let your team leader decide, I don't know, but yeah, apparently it's random. So that's teams view. Then you can click on teams at the bottom and it'll bring up your team page where you can edit your deck, edit your teams. It's important to notice that once you play your first game and earn your first point for your team, you can't move teams until the event is over, okay? You also can't join a team, but up until that you can switch around and move places. So once the event probably starts, if you're not in a team or you are in a team, you're going to have to just wait until the end of the event before you move on. So one thing I did notice, if you go to view team deck, look up here, it tells you what rank your team will be in. If you look, my Titty Bella here doesn't have the gold star on her avatar. Now it's either A, because I've changed her picture, and I don't think that is it, because if you click on her, I click on my deck, so here you go, you can see she is actually pro'd. If you click on the other people's down here, Natalia also is pro'd. So it doesn't show the gold star for the divas for whatever reason, I don't know. I've not really noticed that until now. Not that it's a massive issue, but bear that in mind if you look at other people's divas and your team and you think, oh, hold up, they haven't got legendary ones. They might actually, or sorry, pro ones, they might be pro. You might just have to check. You can change your cards and everything. You can still change your deck as far as I'm concerned when the event has started as well. So that will keep you up to date with the progress once it actually kicks off. So there's still a few hours to go. Forget the King of the Ring really. I'll come back to that another time. I'm just joining King of the Rings all the time now to finish training my cards and see if I can get a few more legendaries to get me into Survivor tier. But up here in the middle, legendary pack, legendary to Survivor rarity, 50% off. Now this was out yesterday on Sunday, and I did get 2 packs off of cam because I had the credits left from I was going to do another opening. I didn't bother to record it, and I got 2 legendary cards which were singles and did nothing to my deck, so I left it. And just now, as you can see, 23 hours to go, 8 o'clock AM UK time, the pack refreshed. So, or just after 8 AM, I can't remember exactly, but it was, yeah, just after 8 AM, sorry. So I don't know how long they're going to do this for. I mean, it looks like they're really trying to push this Survivor tier, because they're making these packs, you know, 4,000 credits is a lot to start with, but people were still paying them, and there's a lot of people out there with Survivor cards, and they're now starting to see a few of the Survivor Pros pop up. So if you're now doing these packs, they're just going to encourage people to basically, you know, spunk all over the game. That's all that's happening. Survivor tier is going to get flooded very quickly. But once again, it works because people who have bought a pack or have a Survivor card or whatever are encouraged to get some more, and I myself am guilty of it. I did one more deposit to be able to take advantage of this. I'm going to have to do it in 2 parts though, because I didn't want to put too many credits on, because I tend to just waste on my stupid stuff. I'm like that. So I click on the pack. I've got 3,825, so I'm going to do the first one, see what I get, and I'm going to go back, reload, and do the second one and see if I can get anything decent. So I'm going to try the same tactic I did before, because when I didn't look at my other pack opening, the first one I've ever done, I did actually end up with a Rusev Survivor card. So I'm going to go with that. I'm going to try that same tactic, not look, count of 3 and see what I end up with. So fingers crossed, please wish me well. I want to try and get to Survivor tier. I also have another, sorry, just before I do this, I have another, do it the quick way, what's that, 7,700 games played, a bit more? Yeah, so I have another 1,270 games pretty much to get myself to 9,000 games, and once I hit that, I get a random superstar current rarity. So I really want to be in Survivor tier by then, otherwise it's gonna screw me over. So I would be very tempted that if I can't get to Survivor tier by then, so in the next, like 1,100 matches, if I don't get enough like King of the Ring rewards or legendary pools or something like that to give me 1 or 2 more pros, then I might even have to buy a pack or 2, silver star some legendaries, and just put in all the cards I don't use into them, just to get myself into Survivor tier, to make sure that I don't waste that pick. I'd be so gutted, that pick on a legendary card. So right, back to this. Let's go very quickly. Part 1 here. So 2,000 credits. Oh, I can be sat there for a while. Okay, here we go. Wish me luck. Right, should be there at this point in time. Just a Survivor would be good. So 1, 2, 3. Ah, bollocks. At least it's a pro. It's a pro, and I have just pro'd out my other single of him. Just trained him pretty much to the max. Okay. Well, part 1 was very unsuccessful. Well, I don't have much faith in part 2 now. But I will be back, and we will try again. Okay, so we're back. Pack number 2. Hopefully it's going to be better than pack number 1. I'm not really going to go over anything else in this video, because I'm going to wait until the actual Team PCC is underway and see how that pans out, and then give my impressions on the gameplay, because I'm still not too sure what it's going to be like. But hopefully, so think about it, Daniel Bryan, not the end of the world, it is a pro, which is good, and I need pros to get me into Survivor tier, so I can get that free pity Survivor tier pool, and then also for that reward in 1,200 games. So fine, Daniel Bryan, cool. Now let's not mess around, Cat Daddy. Let's get that Survivor card out. Okay, same again. I'm ready. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And I bet you're all saying, oh my gosh, how lucky are you? How lucky are you, MyTyme? Okay. I'm not going to rage. Okay? I'm not going to rage, because I'm trying to control my language when I am making videos and stuff, which can sometimes be hard, and I'm getting better at it. But the main reason why I'm not going to rage is, if we look here and we come down slightly, I do have my Daniel Bryan here, who's, as you can see, almost done, so that will be him into a pro. And as you can see, I have a Triple H here, one that I'm currently working on, just in case I got another of him. So that is 2 pros, and that will then put me on, oops, I'm going in completely the wrong places now. That will put me on Cena Pro, which can be a single, Edge, which can then tag team with Daniel Bryan, or Ziggler, which can tag team with Edge, and then I can have a single Triple H, as well as my legendary Titty Bella, and she can tag if I need her to with Naomi. So my diva will have Titty Bella as a single with a Naomi, and Brie number 1 and Brie number 2. So I'll have a tag team and I'll have the single. If I get them all done before my next King of the Ring's done, I should be able to run it with a Event Pro Diva single, an Epic Pro compatible tag, which can then be swapped with a diva as well. So if I'm with somebody who has a good tag and a single solo, I can obviously swap that around so I can beat them with the single solo and tag, which is useful. I will then have a combinable legendary pro tag, 2 legendary pro singles, and then I can have a weak card there and a weak tag if I want to, or I can keep my current tag, which I will just show you quickly, which is this one in the middle. I'm using Shawn Michaels. I can also use my Rusev, so I can put Rusev for the bottom part and put my Epic Brock at the top. But what I'll probably do is I use one of the tag teams to train up and one of the solo men to train up as well. They'll be just epic or legendary cards. So that's where we are. Not going to complain, not too bad. Good luck with your team PCCs. If anyone is interested in my team, there might be a position opening either at the start of this event or at the end of the event. I'm going to see how active my people are. I've messaged 1 or 2 people who I haven't seen them around for a while. If they don't reply and you are interested, let me know ASAP. You're more than welcome to come in and give it a go. And as I said, all I ask is people just try, make some effort. And that'll be my time. Thank you very much for watching. Good luck in your PCC. Good luck on your Legendary to Survivor packs if you get it. I'm sure plenty of people are, and I'm sure the probably drops are going to be nerfed compared to what they would be when the regular price. But hey, if you've seen some other videos out there like Bad Lad Dad, Jim Banner, them, even Azrael Great Dragon, if any of you have seen that, then some people do get some good luck. So look after yourselves everyone, and I'll speak to you all soon.